Welcome back to the Occult Detective. I'm your host, Bob Freeman, and today we're going to go through some books I picked up. It's a book haul. Let's start out with a 50th anniversary special. I ran across this edition of Jaws, and Jaws was just such an important part of my childhood. The movie was fantastic. I saw it opening weekend and went out and got the novel right away and ran across this recently, and nice little blast from the past. So I thought it might be fun to revisit it. How about something from Green Mountain, Vermont? Ghost Schools and Unsolved Mysteries. Always like a good ghost story, and I've been to Vermont. Wouldn't mind returning. If I do, this will be my guide. This was a fun one. A medieval miscellany. This is selected by Judith Heron, and it's just a gorgeous little book of medieval art. Always a sucker for these. I really like the way they kind of fire my imagination, so couldn't pass it up. Now, this is a book that I had my eye on back in the early 80s. Always was curious, wanted to get my hands on it, never did. And this is by Bruce Galloway, Fantasy Wargaming, and I love that cover art. Spectacular, nice little wrap around. And it is, as you can see, not in the best of shape, but to be honest, a book like this, it's kind of the way you want it. As long as we're talking about gaming, there was a weird period where these mass market paperback game books were all the rage with kids. I never really personally got into them, but I got a huge lot of them. I'm probably going to send them on down the road, but I thought I'd show them off to you here now today. So the first set is a role-playing adventure, Lone Wolf. We've got Book 4, The Chasm of Doom. Book 5, Shadow on the Sand. Book 6, The Kingdoms of Terror. Book 7, Castle Death. And Book 9, The Cauldron of Fear. So these were essentially like, choose your own adventure books. But, every once in a while they have you roll dice and, determine various things. But really neat. And they usually had some interesting art inside. Here are books 4 and 5 of Grail Quest, a solo fantasy game book, Voyage of Terror by J.H. Brennan. And Brennan's Kingdom of Horror. These were interesting. If you're into gaming at all, you're well aware of Steve Jackson Games. Well, these are a fighting fantasy game book in which you become the hero, complete with combat system, monster encounters, and score sheet. We have Book 2, The Citadel of Chaos by Steve Jackson. And these books came out in the late 80s, early 90s. We have book 3, The Forest of Doom by Ian Livingstone. We have book 4, Starship Traveler by Steve Jackson. And we have Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone present Demons of the Deep. Fun stuff. Only, just kind of glance through them. Like I said, they got neat little bits of art in them. But these will certainly find a new home. Save kind of the weirdest, neatest for last. These I was really tempted to just hang on to just for, fun. But instead, I think I probably will send them down the road. This is Middle Earth Quest, A Spy in Isengard. Now, these were part of the ICE Middle Earth game system. And, these are kind of neat. Really good art in them. This was written by Terry K. Amthor. And then we have one by Kevin Barrett and Saul Peters, Treason at Helm's Deep. And like I said, these are really cool because inside they have little maps, nice art, really cool. I mean, I just love the idea behind it. Not my usual fare, although, as you're well aware, I love role-playing games. And just a bit of role-playing history. So that is my kind of mini book haul that I had to show off. This weekend, I am attending the 2nd annual Paranormal Festival at the historic Hannah House. So this whole week has kind of been me getting things ready for that. Joining me at the table, my son Connor Landon Freeman, who's selling his latest novels. Also, we're taking Attic Pages on the road, and we have a huge assortment of paranormal occult books for sale, and an amazing array of stuff. We'll also be joined by my brother-in-law and his partner, Willow Products, and they sell a whole line of metaphysical wares. They'll have medicinal and holistic plants. They have crystals, tarot decks, all kinds of stuff. I will be, of course, signing books, reading tarot, and giving general advice to the paranormal public. So if you have a chance, it's down in Indianapolis, and 10 to 6 on Saturday, August 9th. So that'll be all for today. We'll talk again real soon.